To whom much is given, much is expected. Proper metric of success is, for me, how many people have you lifted up? What have you brought to the world? For me, it's the creation, the products we make, the technology that we might be dead 100, 200 years from today, right? But still people will want to package their things. And if they package through something that we helped create, that's success for me.
The stories we tell shape the systems we live in. Welcome to the Green Times Redefining Success. We believe that impact entrepreneurship is the most exciting and defining business model of our time, and much needed. My name is Kiki Boreel. I'm a fashion model turned circularity expert and transition lover. And in this podcast, I'll be talking with innovative founders that are reshaping our economy. What are they building? What can we learn from them? And what keeps them up at night? We'll be starting in East Africa, where the entrepreneurial ecosystem is growing. In the Green Times Redefining Success, we will bring you the stories that matter. In this episode, I speak with Joseph Nguthiro, the founder of Hyapack, a revolutionary circular economy startup that converts the invasive water hyacinth into biodegradable packaging. With Hyapack, he is using one problem to fix another. Today, Hyapack works with local harvesting communities around Kenya's lakes and has created 45 green jobs among the local community. It is still in its early growth phase, but has already removed 8 hectares of water hyacinth from Lake Naivasha. They're on their way to make history. You're the first guest on the podcast. How does it feel?
If this was the Olympics, I'd probably get a gold something.
Yeah, you're like the number one. It feels a little bit nerve-wracking for me, the first one, but I think it's going to be fine. We have a good vibe, so I'm ready to dive in.
Let's do this.
Okay, so I've been reading a lot about you, like I've been saying. I've been stalking a bit about your online profile, and I saw a very long list of titles, a lot of achievements, and I just want to know, where does that come from? Like, have you always been so ambitious, even as a child?
As a child, probably, yeah, I think. So grew up in Nairobi, Kenya. Got exposed to, by God's grace, I got like the best of everything in life, you know. Had good parents, good family, all that kind of stuff. Not super rich, not poor, just enough to keep going and to pay school fees. Went to the best school in the country.
Which is?
Alliance High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that the best school in the country?
No, it's actually one of the best high schools in Africa.
Oh, it says so. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So there's always been a chip on my shoulder to like perform and to do well, and yeah, I guess that's where some of this comes in.
But is that your parents sent you to that school, or were you a 4-year-old saying, I want to go to the best school?
No, you get there because of your grades. You get there. It's like the Harvard thing of Kenya. So like getting there, it's like a huge thing.
And who forced you to get these high grades?
It's intrinsic. Yeah, it's intrinsic. It's been there, and so I think life has given me so much, and it's always been something that I have to give it back to people, because to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah. So
nice.
That's why I always try to like deliver and to do well.
Is that wisdom from your parents, or is it coming from one of the books you are reading?
I think that's the biblical, actually. Yeah.
That's a good book.
Yeah, that's a good book. Yeah.
But were your parents, or are they also quite ambitious? Like, how is your family looking? No. Okay.
No, not as the good, normal family, not as ambitious as you would imagine. So dad works at the airport, mom is in pharmacy. Yeah, regular family.
So when you went to the best high school in the country, were they super proud of you?
Yeah, everyone is proud in the country. So it's a big thing when you go to that school in the country. You can ask them also. They'll tell you. when someone says I went to Alliance, it's literally a statement on itself.
I'm looking if that is true. That is true. Okay, so are you still close with your family? Do you speak to them a lot?
Yeah.
Are you the odd one out then, you would say?
Kinda. I'm the firstborn. So I have 2 sisters smaller than me. And I think life is really hard for them because we've set the bar a bit high and they have to live it up to that.
Or they can just chill and be like, he's doing it. We can do whatever we like.
Yeah, but then everyone lives comparing them to me. So that's why I think life is hard for them.
Okay, what do they do?
No, they're still in school.
They're still in school. Okay,
Yeah.
so they can still do a lot.
Yeah.
How much younger are they than you?
So my following sister is 7 years younger. The last born is 10 years younger.
Okay, so I know you're ambitious because you've read all the books that are in this room. Most of it.
Yeah.
You were ambitious in high school. What kind of student were you?
Funny enough, I didn't know what I want to do in life. So I left high school. I was super. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, but I thought I wanted to be a DJ.
You wanted to be a DJ?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of music?
I know electric, EDM,
Okay.
house music. That's what I wanted to do.
Is there a big scene here?
No, not really, but there is a good scene.
Okay.
Yeah, substantial.
Try out.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
So I wanted to be like Avicii, the DJ. And then so went to high school, went to university. I was called to do engineering in the engineering school. Didn't like that. Didn't want that. I wanted to be a DJ. Then when I started comparing myself to Avicii, so I should try and mimic him and what he does. The guy commits suicide and dies and all that.
I was going to say Avicii didn't end well because it's like a high pressure environment, of course. But still, you were like, what drew what?
No, that's why I actually stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my God, this is not how I want to end up in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you weren't like, I'm caught by the music and I want to do it in a different way. It was just, why did you want to become a DJ? What was the appeal?
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
thought that was cool. But when Avicii died and all that, and the end was really bad, I was like, I went to depression. I was like, this is not what I want to do in life, so let me try to do something else.
Yeah.
And that's probably how I ended up in the climate space.
Because when you don't know what to do, it can get a little bit lonely. Did you have people to talk to?
No.
Were there people in university? Anyone?
No, funny enough, I used to miss classes a lot in the university. I didn't like school. I didn't like engineering school. I just want to do something really interesting with my life. Still do want to do something really interesting, which I kind of think I'm doing. But then I used to miss classes, go to the library, start watching YouTube documentaries about weird stuff.
Like
how planes are made to fly and all that kind of stuff. Details about the engines in the Ferrari or something.
So you're quite curious as a person. Just not in engineering university.
That wasn't hardwired in me that time.
But did you have friends that were going to class and were like, hey, where are you going?
Then they used to sign for me the attendance sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, so got bad. And then I think the turning point of everything happened. Went to this event when we were still in the university. And it was a whole conference for farmers. I didn't know anything about farming. I'm not in that field.
No.
And then they mentioned that they were looking for a solution to use in drying pyrethrum. Now, pyrethrum is a plant that they used to extract something that is used to make pesticides, herbicides, and all that. It's like a big cash crop. But then part of its processing is drying up of the flowers, and they didn't know how to do it. So they asked, anyone who can come up with a solution, we're going to give them like a gift or something. I had seen something on YouTube, so I literally fabricated that.
It's becoming a YouTube commercial now, yeah.
Oh, YouTube, please subscribe.
Yeah.
So we gave them the submission, all that, and then it became really big. And right now it's the solution that farmers across the country are using to dry pyrethrum from their farms.
So in the end, do you think that could have been your company? Or was it was a nice competition you wanted to
Nice competition to make a dryer, and I won a laptop.
Nice. That's
It's crazy because
if
I did know back then things about like patenting, how to not sell yourself short and all that kind of stuff, probably that would have been a different story.
Did they use you a little bit? Did they use your brain?
Yeah, they used my technology, which is now being used with farmers everywhere in the country. I don't mind. It's a good thing. But then I think that was the turning point in school, because now the teachers were able to notice, there's someone among us who is like really interesting. And that's when they were now able to follow up with me and see that I don't attend classes. And now they were a bit more
so
strict.
You put yourself in the picture actually by that.
Yeah.
That was stupid, because then you had to attend classes.
Yeah.
But maybe it saved you also a little bit.
Yeah, it saved me. And probably that's why I'm here.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of got you interested in agriculture or more in like impact, you would say?
Innovation and helping people, because I think so right now, knowing, because I'm a bit grown up since then, I think what I'm really passionate about is social entrepreneurship and this whole climate change. How can we use it to actually empower people and to turn it into something that is of socioeconomic impact, not just use it as a crisis? So I think that's the biggest driver that I have at the moment.
So it's the human.
The human aspect, yes.
I like it. Okay, so when you were in university, that's when you also came up with the idea for the startup, now company, that you have founded.
Yeah.
What made you think you can just start a company?
I was not meant to start it.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe back up. Like,
So,
okay.
I did civil engineering, the specialization of water and environmental engineering, and we went on this class trip in a lake called Lake Naivasha in Kenya.
There I've been.
Yep,
It's
beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Beautiful place. But then the time we went there, our boat got stuck because of this plant called water hyacinth. Someone who does not know what this plant is, it's the world's most invasive weed. Grows on top of water bodies. It blocks fishing, navigation, irrigation. It's a breeding ground for mosquitoes that bring malaria and all that kind of mess. And we got stuck there for a couple of hours.
In the boat with your classmates.
Yeah.
And a guide or a teacher, or it was just you guys?
No, just us.
Okay.
And it was it was fun because we were like a number of us.
Yeah.
But then I was like crazy because that was my first time seeing the plant. And I was like, what if this was something interesting? So we took a bit of the plant back to school, did some random project for it for our final year project.
You and the people from the boat?
Yeah, I took two of my classmates to help me in the project.
Okay.
Because they also didn't have projects actually three, because they didn't have projects to do on their own.
Yeah.
So they came in to help with this one. And in engineering, you have to do a project for your final year, where people usually do thesis and all that.
Yeah.
And we posted it on Twitter before Elon took it to X. And then I left engineering because I didn't want anything to do with that. Went to work at L'Oreal, the cosmetic company.
Yeah.
And somewhere there.
Why did you go to a cosmetic company?
I went to L'Oreal because also when I was in the university, we did a project for L'Oreal called L'Oreal Brandstorm. So L'Oreal Brandstorm, they get a challenge in the cosmetic industry. They ask students around the world to come up with solutions. Then we won. And part of the reward was...
You've been winning a lot. What did you lose? Have you lost competitions as well?
You win some, lose some.
Okay.
Yeah. But then the thing is, when you start winning things, and when you set a high bar for yourself, failure is no longer an acceptable option.
Why? Because some people might say you have to fall down to get up again, or you have to fail a couple of times before you can succeed. But you say the opposite. Like, if you set the bar high, you can't fail.
Yeah, you will fail. Okay. You will fail, but it will not be acceptable for you. Like yourself, you know that this is not... so for Usain Bolt, for example, it's a sin for him to go and run for more than 10 seconds for the 100 meters. But if any one of us was to run for 10 seconds, we'll be like very happy.
Yeah.
And when you also surround yourself with people who aim for the stars, you will never shoot for the moon. You'll also aim for the stars.
And does that give you a lot of pressure, or do you thrive on that pressure?
You thrive on the pressure.
Okay.
It's the adrenaline that makes you wake up every morning and try to do something new and try to create something.
But then if you do fail, because you do say like you will fail at some points, who do you call? Or do you read a book? What do you do? Like,
you have to create your own buffer system. So I have good co-founders, some really good ones. I read a lot of the Bible also, pray a lot. And the space between my ears, I think, is a very comfortable place to go back to and recharge and then come back stronger.
So you go internal.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, because we will go into it. Sounds a bit cryptical now. Like the company we will go into the company you've built, Hyapack,
Yeah.
and MC2.
Yeah.
MC2. But before that, I love what you put on your LinkedIn saying, I'm using one issue to solve another issue. And I think that also comes with what you were saying. I was stuck in a boat, and rather than being annoyed that you were stuck in a boat, you were like, how can I use this plant that I'm seeing? What is the issue and what is the other issue? Can you maybe zoom out a little bit and talk about that?
Yeah. So you've been in Kenya for a couple of months now. You've realized that we don't use single-use plastics. We've banned them. And there's this gap that you have to give people a solution, because an alternative, because once you get rid of plastics, what else can they use? And also globally, we know the problem of plastic waste and plastic pollution. We've seen it in marine pollution, we've seen it in landfills, microplastics run in our bodies and all that. So there's a problem of plastics. And also the hyacinth happens to be the world's most invasive weed, affecting more than 70 countries and all that. And it's really fun that we get to use the problem of water hyacinth to try and create products that will solve plastic pollution, and at the same time creating employment for people. And that really makes me happy.
Yeah, because let's maybe then explain what you're doing. So you take the water hyacinth, you process it, and you create biodegradable packaging.
Yes. Kind of, yeah. But then how we do it is, the plant grows on water. So we work with the local communities who are affected by the plant. That's the fishermen, and all those people.
Yeah.
They harvest it for us, they dry it, then they package it and send it to us. And by so doing, they earn some extra income.
Yeah.
Then when it gets to us, we do like a whole chemical process of extracting cellulose and all that, putting binders, additives, and making it into packaging materials.
And how did you find that technique? Was that a lot of research? Was that actually coming from your university?
Trial and error, experimentation, and we didn't know what to do. ChatGPT doesn't have like proper answers also to help us.
Maybe it also it wasn't that strong there, didn't exist, because you found it in
the time ChatGPT was coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, but then didn't have like proper knowledge. Still doesn't. So we always have to like iterate and make new things, fail and learn over and over again until we make things that right now are almost cost competitive to regular plastics and much stronger and obviously more eco-friendly.
And then it's trial and error. What made you continue going? Because after a while, you can also think it might not be possible, or I'm spending too much money on this project. When will I, earn my money back? Why did you keep going?
First, because we had the money to try out.
Because how did the money come in?
So I can't say this of all startups, but I can say of ourselves that we've been lucky from the word go. We got funding from like some really good partners. And those were like all grants, not like even taking equity and anything. And if you know about how startups work, it's about you hustling and you trying to knock doors of venture capitalists. For us, it's been the other way around. It's them coming to ask us, hey, how are you guys doing? Can we give you something? And
really?
Yeah.
Because you posted it on Twitter? Or
we posted on Twitter, then we won East Africa Youth for Climate Action Award.
Yeah.
Then Total Energies gave us the Total Startup of the Year for an idea. We just had it as an idea. We didn't even have and they asked us, we didn't have anything, but they gave us still an award, and all the media houses start writing about you and everything. And then the biggest...
That's also setting up the bar even higher.
Yes. Now, the biggest bar, I think, and why we were like, this has to work, was Kenya launched the tree planting project, where we are planting 15 billion trees over a 10-year period.
Yeah.
And the president is the Kenyan president, William Ruto. He's the guy who's like leading the initiative. And so on the day that he was launching the project, he posted with one of our prototypes from school, and he put it on his social media.
Wow.
Yes, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said that he thinks that they were really good, which
Yeah.
I didn't think they were, but he thought they were.
But this was still an idea. You didn't have
We
anything.
had like prototypes,
Okay.
like some random stuff,
Yeah.
weird stuff, because we'd be calling, we were like, hey guys, next week on Tuesday, the president is launching this thing. We want you guys to come, blah, 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 blah. And then we get there and then set up here, put your random things from the lab here and all that.
Yeah.
And he was really proud of them. And we were like, oh shit, now we have to do something.
Yeah. Because then you have to keep going on that
Yes.
bar that's been set high. And you keep saying we. How many are you in the company?
Oh, now we have like 6 full-time.
Yeah.
And we've created employment for about 42, 43 fishing people.
Okay, so he posted about you. You're setting the bar high. You've been setting the bar high for yourself all the time already. So you didn't want to fail, but
Yeah.
failure is part of the process.
Yeah.
Which I'm having a hard time. Like, how do you deal with you can't fail, but you're still failing? Isn't that tough? Like, isn't that?
Yeah. So I think it's Muhammad Ali or someone who said, never let success get into your head. Never let failure into your heart. And it's twofold. So when you become successful, no matter everything, stay grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take your head too high. And when you fail, don't take it to your heart. Don't be personal about it. Don't beat yourself up, because everyone around you fails. And they have their low moments and their high moments. Mm. And the scary thing is, when you get to the peak of the mountain, the only other place you can go is this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, and you need to like find another level to just keep it up. So at least you know that whatever you're doing is substantial and has a good thing going on with it. So you just try to push it off because you know why you're doing it. Yeah. Simon Sinek, one of the books here, says start with the why. And once you have the why, I think that's the adrenaline that keeps you going.
You were saying, I just got really philosophical, but you are a philosophical guy, I think. You read a lot, you have a lot of idols, and we'll get into that as well.
Yeah.
If you climb the mountain, sometimes there's also people that are trying to drag you down, and sometimes there's people that lift you up. Who's around you?
So as I mentioned, this is the thing about climbing mountains. And what I really think is really important is, especially for us in this geographical region, is we have a huge population of young people, right? We also have a huge problem of things like unemployment and poverty levels. The indexes are really high compared to other countries in the world. And so I think the important thing is whenever you're climbing mountains or something, lift up your people as well. And when you start falling, they're going to hold you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have a strong ecosystem of people around you.
Yeah. And I always try to lift up my people around me. Give them chances for them to pitch instead of you. Give them chances for them to travel instead of you. Let them see the world. Mm. When you have a book like that one, I just told you, I made everyone read Atomic Habits because I thought that this is really important. I'm not forcing it down on you, but I'm just telling you that if you read this book, it's going to change how you think about your life. So I think when you have them also in a very strong place, they'll always lift you up. You'd rather hang out with people who are, because you're the sum total of the 5 people you hang out mostly with. And if you have them like people who are poor and they are not educated, they haven't read and they don't know much about the world, then that's what you're going to be like. But if they can engage you in like thoughtful, provocative discussions and they can talk to you about ideas and all that, then that's it.
And do people listen to you?
I think so.
So they have read the book?
Yeah, they have, because and actually they read more than I do.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you surround yourself with people that are better at some things than you, so you can learn from them.
Yeah. So I get myself people who are better readers than I am, better listeners than I am, better speakers than what I am.
God, it must be really hard to be your friend. It's like you're putting the bar really high, for friendship.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
That's good to know. No, that's good to know. Yeah. You have a lot of titles. You're 40 under 40, Obama leader. What does it give you?
Each comes with something really interesting.
Okay.
So the I think the one that I'm uh, like proudest about of all of those is the UN Young Champion of the Earth. And being that I am the UN Young Champion of the Earth gives you visibility in like UN platforms, and the UN posts about you almost everywhere. And then other media houses reach out to you and they ask you for comments on some regular stuff that's happening on climate or something, which is really awesome. And you get to
also
travel.
gives the pressure again.
Yes, also give the pressure because like you have to speak in some events, you have to display yourself in some certain way and all that, which there's no manual or tutorial to learn all that. And that was that. And then there's the...
Are you comfortable speaking?
I think I've learned that from the Obama Foundation, which is something that they're really keen on, which is how when you get into the foundation, they'll teach you stuff on like also life skills, and they also have like a lot of also speaking and leadership values. You also get to hang out with President Obama, who is like one of the best speakers in the world. Yeah, and
not a bad guy.
Yeah,
pretty decent man.
Much better than some other people. But then you get to, of course, like when you spend your time listening to them talking about how to speak slowly in cadence and in rhythmic, and his speechwriter also, who we got to interact with, and there's some really cool people, and that's how you get to also like be more comfortable speaking. And
that's good. That's okay. So that the Obama leader learned you speaking, the UN youth
champion of the Earth,
young champion of the Earth gives you also a platform, and the 40 under 40 Africa.
I think that put my name on the internet.
Might be how I found you.
Maybe, yeah. That was like visibility credit, something I didn't apply for. I don't know who nominated me till to date. But then it's like, oh shit, this is awesome.
That's really cool.
This is fun. Yeah.
And so maybe in your pitch, which is where we're getting into now, you can ask, who the hell nominated me? Guys, come on.
Please mention in the comments below.
Yes, who nominated this man? Because he brought you a lot, or she, they brought you a lot. Okay, so now is your time to shine, because I've been asking you questions, but I think it's also really fair to just give you the stage to whatever you want to convey. 30 seconds to a minute. The floor is yours. You can say whatever you want to say. You can start rapping. You can start singing. You can just give a shout out to your parents. Can you sing?
Bad idea. Singing.
Bad idea.
Yeah,
no singing?
I think my voice is not meant for singing.
Okay. We'll stick to talking. That's fine. But really, you can say anything. The mic is yours, and you can say it into the camera. So let that Obama leader speak to you.
Oh, funny. If you're watching this, you have a lot of potential, and that means that you listen to something that is really incredible and awesome. And I have so much high hope in you, and you can do this. I'm believing in you. I'm trusting that you can also do this because I did it, and I'm here, so you can also be here. I'm supposed to give a shout out to someone, but I don't have anyone specific to give a shout out to, because if I give a shout out to someone else will feel bad. So instead, I'm motivating you, the listener or the watcher, to do your best because I believe in you. Thank you.
I love it. You went again. You went again. You know what? Because I've been thinking, like, you give an entrepreneur the stage. He's going to be like, guys, I need some extra money for my company. Give it to me. But you decided to motivate other people. Why?
Yeah, the only way up is by lifting other people up.
We are back on the mountain.
Yeah. And if all the people who are watching this or listening, whichever form this is, if they decide to do just something to improve their lives, then the world is a much better place than if all of them then decide to fund me and everyone gave me like $1 or something. I will do best. I'll do like really good, but then they will not necessarily grow. So that's why I trust you.
Nice. Really well done. Okay, let's get into the business though, because you didn't pitch it yourself. I have to ask you about it. There's
Yeah.
2 companies that you're a founder of right now. That's
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
right? So we have on the one side, we have
And
Hyapack,
2 startups and 1 non-profit.
2 startups and 1 nonprofit.
Mm.
Okay, you're a busy guy. What do you want to dive into first?
Which one do you want first?
Well, I know you from Hyapack, so maybe we can unpack Hyapack.
Okay.
Can you talk me through the business model? Like, what is it you guys are doing in very simple terms?
Okay. Yeah. So I mentioned that we get the weeds dried, brought over to our place. We extract cellulose. Now we can convert this plant into different kinds of packaging materials and to replace the plastics. So depending on what type of plastics we're gonna make, then we add binders and additives to customize for that.
Mhm.
So our biggest use case right now is in agriculture for planting trees in tree nurseries. And for that, you need something that will stay in the nursery for 6 months without decomposing, but then will decompose after you put it into the ground. Something that will help the plants to grow faster. So it will have a bit of minerals and nutrients, such as quote unquote fertilizers, as a fertilizer will work. And you also want something that is probably cost parity to the others and strength wise as well. So we make for that, and that's something that we've been doing on mostly. But right now, our biggest and most fun thing that we're doing right at the moment is packaging for parcels and for courier services. We're working with one of the world's largest, maybe the largest logistics company. And what we're doing with them, they're based in Germany. Free promo again for them, DHL. And what we are doing at the moment is trying to change the packaging material from what it is, the plastic, into something that is more eco-friendly and sustainable.
You know, it's really funny. When I think 5 years ago, I went on a challenge, the Go Green Challenge from DHL, and they were looking for circular packaging.
Yeah.
And now I'm here talking to the guy that's actually doing it.
Small world.
Really, really nice.
Tiny
Okay,
world.
cool.
Yeah, and so the idea is, so how do people package? What do people package in? And now let's make something that they can put those packaging, those whatever stuff they send in our packages that will still act as regular plastics, but then it will be much easier to dispose of after they receive their parcels or something, and still works the same way as the normal one. And that's what we are creating with them, and I think that's really fun because we're creating something that is new and exciting.
Yeah. Really cool. And is that also helping? So you have partnerships, or are they investors? How does that work?
That's purely a partnership, commercial one. We have other investors. Our biggest investor actually at the moment is Planet A. Planet A is as a result of the Young Champion of the Earth by UNEP, and we work with them closely. They give us like lots of mentorship, lots of we help the bounce back decisions with them, listen to what their feedback is and all that, and yeah, and the funding.
And because it you know, it sounds like it's going pretty well. Have you ever thought, I'm gonna stop? This is not.
At some point, I'm sure someone else will take over. Maybe when you get to IPO or something, someone who's like really good at leading big companies and all that. So,
will you be able to sell your baby?
Maybe not. I don't know. You know, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Yeah. But the thing is, we'll do our best to make the best kind of possible products in the world, and work with all the people who we can to make sure that this gets into the hands of billions of people across the world.
Yeah. And do you prefer these partnerships? Are you looking for more partnerships like this, or do you want to get like your own line happening? What is the vision?
So right now, the vision is over the next 3-4 years, 2-3-4 years, we're going to franchise into other countries as well, which is something that we are already starting to do internally. So we're looking at El Salvador, Mexico, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Colombia. And all these countries have a lot of hyacinth. They have a lot of problems with plastic pollution, and
Yeah.
if we can help the people in those countries as well to do something that will help them get rid of the same, but also improve their GDPs locally and give some extra income to the people down there. Yeah, that's fulfillment for me.
And what would be the challenge in scaling and franchising the business?
Yeah, so that's what we're tackling at the moment. And that's looking at things like, do we open source what you're doing and just help the world for free?
Yeah.
Do we license? Uh, do we contract them in some way? Do we set up ourselves there and then they work for us in our companies there?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of models and what kind of IP sharing licenses and patents do we have to look at, and in all those places? Yeah.
And who advises you on
No,
these
that's where the
decisions?
people like Planet A come in and other partners.
Yeah. So you have them sit on the table and you discuss what are we gonna do. And where are you leaning, or you really don't know yet?
I know you're gonna go in all those countries and much more, 70 countries. I know.
Yeah.
How are we
So
gonna do
there is
that?
no problem scaling. The issue is everywhere. You can scale. Why aren't you there yet?
Oh.
I know you've done a lot. I'm just
because we are still fine tuning some bits on the product line.
Yeah.
Which we're still doing well, I think, locally in Kenya, and two is because all these countries have different kinds of regulations and policies, and you just don't want to get into something that you've not thought it out very well and planned it really well, because it will be a massive investment and risk as well. You just don't want to jump in blindly.
And the risk would be it's just a new environment. It could go completely different. Regulation, you say, is a big thing.
Yes, regulations. Governments are different. Authorities that do regulations and licensing and all that is very different. They have countries that have banned plastics, Rwanda, Ethiopia, and so on.
Yeah.
And you have countries which are like, we don't really care. We still have plastics and we want them.
Yeah.
And the business angle will look so different in those two countries. And then,
because in one you first need to convince people, let's steer away from plastics.
And another one, you have like a clear market to just dive right in.
Yeah.
And also you have to look at things like languages, work culture, all that, because people don't work in the same mentality as we do here in Kenya. So yeah, it's a bit different.
So you also need local teams.
Yeah.
There.
That's why I said we probably have someone who's better at running big stuff down the line, maybe. Yeah.
Do you find it easy to say to someone else, you're better than me at this? You do it?
Yeah. Game recognizes game. If someone's better, they're better.
And you also look up to quite a few people, because I asked you about your idols. You had quite a long list, and I was like, let me call one of these idols up and, give you a call. They're all dead, and I have no connection to the sky, wherever they may be. But I thought I would give them to you anyway.
Oh.
So I liked that you put him as your idol.
Yeah.
This is Walt Disney for the people at home to see, but I'm gonna put a photo there as well.
Oh,
someone
so
you look up to, and as a little thank you for coming to the podcast. Why Walt Disney? Because that is so random to me.
So Walt Disney is the guy who showed people of the world how to imagine and how to come up with. He literally made Mickey Mouse, and everyone knows Mickey Mouse. And if you listen to the story behind him growing up, him and his brother being in a tough childhood where their dad was harsh on them, not having good stuff in life and all that, and his escape route was creating fun for people and the entertainment thing of. And if you now look at what Disney is doing, right? They went beyond cartoons and they went into the theme parks, and the biggest thing they have right now is Imagineering, and Imagineering is when they bring real stuff to real people. And right now they do stuff on Marvel. They are one of the biggest franchises also on distribution of content and all that, and there is everything to admire about that.
Do you feel if you're a good leader, you have to have some sort of creativity and you have to have some sort of struggle as well?
Yeah, it's the struggle that defines a man or woman. but then the creativity that gets you out of shit every time.
Why?
Because life is tough and you have to be creative. Yeah, and maybe Walt Disney has been one of the most creative people in recent past.
So
Yeah.
let's hope he'll help you with your creativity.
Thank you. This was so thoughtful. Thank you so much.
And I thought it was a nice photo of him as well, because
Yeah.
he's surrounded by his creations. And
Yeah.
I'm sure there is also a photo of you surrounded by your creations, but I would love to see it. We can compare the two, put it on Instagram and show the two
wow.
creators.
Yeah.
And your babies are the plastic packaging. His
This is so
babies are
cute.
Mickey Mouse. Yeah, of
It's
course.
so cute. Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Love
nice.
it.
No, I think it's really you had a really interesting list of people you look up to, and I think you're setting the bar quite high for yourself. You could have said my mom, but you're naming, because who are the other people you named? Maybe to get the founder of Sony.
Yes. So Akio Morita, the founder of Sony, who I think is the probably one guy I want to emulate business-wise. He was able to bring his country back from the brink of poverty after the World War, and through technology and through like building stuff. And I think also us in our context here in Africa, being that we have a lot of problems that we can solve and all that. So looking at all these opportunities, we need people who can look at them and say, let's do this. Let's build something that the world is going to use and the world's going to appreciate us. And let's push forward the boundaries of engineering and creativity and technology like Sony did. So
And actually bring something to the world that's valuable rather than just another piece of crap.
Yes.
Because some people do.
And the world deserves good stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone watching deserves good life. And they don't need to have microplastics in their body. That's why.
They really don't.
Yeah.
I'm very curious for our next session, because the podcast is called Redefining Success. So I think nowadays a lot of people define success as I have more money than you, so I'm more successful than you. So I'm really curious to hear what your definition of success would be.
It's tough, but it's definitely not on the metrics of do I have more money than you? Do I have more cars than you? Do I have more houses than you? All that is vanity. That's vanity metrics. It's a rat race down to the bottom, because at any given time, someone will have more money than you. At any given time, someone will have more vehicles than you, more houses than you, more accolades than you. But then...
So it's a rat race.
Yeah, that's a rat race, yeah. And down to the bottom. Doesn't solve anything. And once you die, you're gonna leave all of them behind for someone who didn't know how much you struggled to get them.
Yeah.
So I think proper metric of success is, for me, how many people have you lifted up? What have you brought to the world in terms of, for me, it's like the creation, the products we make, the technology that we might be dead 100, 200 years from today, right? But still people will want to package their things. And if they package through something that we helped create, that's success for me. And if we're able to create employment for people through social entrepreneurship, and someone is able to take their kid to school and pay rent, I'm happy. That's successful.
Do you feel successful?
Not yet.
Why? Because you are doing these things.
The bar is really high for me. So
I know, but you are doing the things you're saying.
Yeah, but still, we still have to go into so many countries with HyaPak, with MC2. Afroclimate also needs to like empower so many people. I still have so much work to do. So much work to do.
You're on the road to success.
Yeah, and again, Steve Jobs says, also one of the guys I look up to, you will always connect the dots looking backwards. So it is on that time when you're done with everything in life, and now you can like connect the dots looking backward. And that's how you know that you're successful.
So you're saying you can only know in your deathbed whether you were successful?
Maybe, but usually at the end of your career, whether you're retiring or something, that's when you can look back and say, wow, that was good. Yeah.
And if you look back now, you can also say, wow.
Yeah, I will say wow, because I'm grateful super happy, super humbled with everything that life has given me. And yeah, so I can say right now, wow, but the wow is not capital letters yet. It's small
You still have
W.
that mountain to climb, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us help you. Let us help lift you up a little bit as well.
And let us help you also.
Yeah. Because as you know, it's hard to change the business as usual. It's hard to change the world, and you're doing your best. You're doing your part. You were, in the way you were talking to people, you were asking people to do their part as well.
Yeah.
So you were coming to their help, and we'd like to come for you to help you. Is there anything on your mind? And this is the way, by the way, this is how we connect the different people coming into the show. So we ask you for your questions, and we'll ask your question to the next guest. So I'm curious to find out, what is the one unanswered question in your mind right now that maybe our next guest can help you with?
Tough question. If you knew you had 6 months left, what will you do differently? That's part A. And then part B is, if you knew that you had 2 years, what will you do differently? What will you do differently that you will do in 2 years that you wouldn't do in 6 months? And what will you do in 6 months that you will do in 2 years?
So again, you're asking someone a philosophical question, not I need this theory, like this technique. Can you help me? But you're asking, again, a question for someone else, not for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have any questions for yourself?
That's for someone else first, because I'm always curious to listen to everyone's answers on that question.
Okay, so you're asking them, if you have 6 months to live, what would you do differently? And if you have 2 years to live, what would you do differently?
Yeah. And why? Why will you do, after they answer the 6 months, they'll say whatever they'll do. And then after the 2 years, they'll say what they do. And then I'll answer, why couldn't you do this in 6 months?
Okay. So I have to ask them, why can't you do this in 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I like that. Again, you're asking a question not for yourself. You're asking a question to help someone else, even though we said we would like to help you, but that's
I'm
fine.
helping that person.
You help someone else to help yourself, I guess. Yeah. No, that's okay. I'm really happy with it. That was my last card. So that was the last section of the podcast. I feel we kind of sped through it all.
Thank you.
Is there anything on your mind you still want to share?
Let me talk about how we started MC2, because that was really fun. So we went on this thing of Obama Foundation in Greece. Very beautiful country, amazing place. And when we were there, they shut down the Acropolis and other places because of the heat wave. And the heat wave caused massive wildfires in the summer. And every friend I had made over there, like, they lost property, they lost things. It was crazy. So I came back here, Kenya, told my friend, those people, they are suffering. Can we create something for them? And he was like, yeah, so we created an AI model to help early warning system for wildfires. But then we don't have a lot of wildfires in this part of the world. But we do have deforestation. People cut down trees a lot. So we figured out, you know what, let's modify this same solution, but to work for wildfires and deforestation. And that's what we're doing. And so we've been running our pilot right now in Gong Forest, in Nairobi. And this month we were ranked among the top 100 AI initiatives in the world by UNESCO.
Wow,
somewhere there with ChatGPT and Cloud and Gemini.
Okay.
And I'm really, really, really happy about it.
So how do you define success again? That's a big thing. That's a big thing. I feel we can have a full podcast on MC2 again. Why am I finding this hard to say? MC2?
Yeah, MC2. So, a fun fact. So, the word MC2 is Swahili for forest. And then in Kenya, everything with technology starts with an M. So we have M-Pesa, M-Shwari, M-Kopa. Everything starts with an M. So I just did like the same thing and just played with it and just call it MC2.
Nice.
Yeah, so that it has like a Swahili touch, but then it's tech-ish. Yeah.
Really well done. Okay, so that's the other company, and we didn't go into it, but
No.
Let people check it out because
Yes.
you're ranked really high. Is it open source? Can people just go for it, or they just check out your company and take it from there?
Check it out. Take it from there. We probably might be open sourcing some of this information, but for research purposes only.
Yeah.
Probably towards the end of the year or early next year. Most of it right now is being consumed by multinationals, conservancies, the government, and people who in forestry departments. And to the public, maybe towards the end of the year or early next year. Yeah.
That's also a big thing you're achieving. That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, we've been able to reduce deforestation in Gong Forest by about 23% over the last 1.5 years, and I'm really, really happy about that.
We should have talked more about this, but I'm afraid
No,
I'm looking
worries.
also.
Okay.
I think we're done. I see you guys got a candy. Stop talking. Where can people find MC2?
MC2.com.
Perfect. MC2.com. Joseph, thank you so much for coming as a guest on the podcast.
Thank you so much, Kiki. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. This was awesome. Thank you.
This podcast was produced in partnership with Rabo Foundation, Stichting Doen en Rijksdienst voor Ondernemend Nederland. Production was done by Lumina Digital and it was recorded at Selina Lolo in Nairobi. Thank you for listening to the Green Times Redefining Success.